What up YouTube? I thought I would just make a quick video showing off some practical 3D printing I'm running into. I'm replacing the door regulator on my Crown Vic passenger side. It went out on me. And originally the window was riveted to the door regulator assembly. And it had these forward part calls these glass spacers. Has these glass spacers to hold the rivet. I drilled the rivet out, but I had a hard time getting the glass spacers to come off, and obviously I didn't want to break the glass, so it ended up ripping the glass spacer. On top of that, I'm planning on not riveting it back in, but putting a 1/4 bolt to bolt it in, because you know these new parts from the auto parts store, door regulators, they're all China junk, and you don't know when they're gonna, how long they're gonna last. So if I had to do it again, I'd rather just undo a bolt. So anyway, I thought I would show off some practical 3D printing. I'm gonna go and design these door spacers, and print them out. And that guy is just circling around and around. What would happen if I had my drone up that high? I live on a lake, and all these seaplanes, even though I've never seen a seaplane like that before, all these seaplanes want to land on a lake like that. Okay, this is what I whipped up real quick, just using my calipers and kind of drawing it up in Fusion 360 here. Although using my calipers, it's very apparent that the part was originally a standard part. So I got 2 pieces. And I don't know if this was important, but the original had like a, up against the glass, it only had like it had a lip. So I put that in there. I made this wall 2mm thick, and this is the part that mates to it. Let me change the camera angle some. The surface contact between this part and the female part, I put a gap of 0.2. That I did that for my tolerance. I'm not good at knowing what tolerances to use off the top of my head. If you do that every day, you would know what tolerance to use. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and print this out, and we'll see if I got it right on the first try. Oh yeah, and then of course this new hole is for a 1/4 bolt, which I made the tolerance 6.3mm, so we'll see if the 1/4 fits through there with no problem. Okay, here we go. It's getting started. I'm printing with ABS, so it should be able to withstand the high Florida car temperatures. I have ABS in my car already, and I never had a problem with it melting. It's calling for 49 minutes of print time. Okay, it just finished. It took 56 minutes, and I had a little bit of warping bed lift on the left side because the bed's kind of damaged there. I guess I could have offset it, but that part of the print isn't that crucial because that isn't up against the glass. So let's see if it fits. Okay, so it's a tight fit, but it seems like they are going to mate together, but I don't want to do that until I'm ready to actually install it on the glass. So let's see how it works on the glass. I guess we'll, oh, hold on, before we do that, I guess we should check the bolt clearance. Might have made the bolt clearance a little too tight. It's barely too tight, the bolt clearance. I'll try to ream that out. Okay, so on the next revision, gotta make a higher bolt clearance. And I'm trying to do this with one hand. Oh. Seems like it's gonna work. I just need to change the bolt clearance so I can So let me go and ream that out and see if I can still use this one. Okay, so I just drilled out the center with a 1/4 inch drill bit. Hardly any plastic came out, and then I was able to put the bolt in, and then I just took this and tightened it down to make sure it wasn't going to move, and it seems like that's going to work perfectly. So I'm not going to modify the print at all. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I'll just take it back another point. What is it? 1/10 of a millimeter to see if I can get rid of having to ream it out. But other than that, I think it's going to work perfectly. Okay, here's the second one, and I changed the inner diameter to 6.4 instead of 6.3, and it didn't make a difference. I'm going to have to drill it out still. But when I checked, I got that 6.3 by taking the caliper and measuring this bolt. When I checked online, 1/4 inch is actually 6.35 millimeters. So I probably need more of a tolerance. But like I said, just take a 1/4 inch drill bit. Just take a 1/4 inch drill bit, drill it out, and it works fine. Okay, so that's practical 3D printing for you. I put a bolt in and with a nut and a washer, tighten it to squeeze them together nice and firm. Well, yeah, it worked out perfectly. So I'll put it in and see if I can get the window together. Okay, I got it fixed. And as you can see, there it works perfectly with the 1/4 20 bolt. And then now in the future, if I had to replace that, it's going to be a lot easier than how they had it originally. So I thought that would be I thought this would make an interesting video just showing how useful 3D printing is. Like I said, or I don't know if I ever said this, but in the past I always thought about how I use my 3D printer a lot more than I realized, or for applications I didn't even think of until after I bought my 3D printer and I had it available to me. You know, if I didn't have a 3D printer, I wouldn't have even thought about how to handle that, except for have to wait the 4 or 5 days to get those spacers in. But I thought this would make an interesting video. Thanks for watching. See ya.